Well, we just got back from our Airbnb tour out to the North Pacific West Coast, called the Cozy Coast. And here I am with my lawnmower and all the lawn equipment, coming back to take care of my own Airbnbs while we were gone, about 7 days or so. Out here in Oklahoma, that grass grows something special. So we're gonna try to get these yards caught right back up. And we're gonna come back and talk to you a little bit about how we're doing this and Oklahoma Airbnb and how that's financially freedom. I mean, how you can do that and how it's catching on actually out here. And people all over the country, around the world, are using now Airbnb. So wherever you live at, if you have the means to do it, get an Airbnb started and we'll show you how to do it. Here we go. Here's Airbnb number 1 over here, and then here's our Airbnb number 2 over here, right across the street from each other. Oh, got it cleaned up, all mowed down on both sides. A couple cats there adopted these houses. Hopefully they'll get mice. But yep, these are the Airbnbs. So one of the things that I like about going on the Airbnb tours is you get an opportunity to see so much, opportunity to see different types and how people take care of it and their systems and how they operated. One of our systems, before we went and mowed tonight, we had to make sure we let the guests know, hey, landscape maintenance is going to be there to mow tonight. So just let you know, be aware, landscaping is going to be there. That's just giving them a heads up of what's going on. But you might be wondering, how in the world can you get involved in, the real estate market? When we moved here to Oklahoma about 7 years ago, we moved from Sonoma County, wine country, and come all the way out here to Oklahoma. And one of the main reasons was we wanted to sell high, buy low. We saw that there was an opportunity for us to invest, to get into the housing market, not just ourselves, but we got 3 sons and all adults now. And we wanted them to be able to get into real estate, to be able to buy and afford their own homes. We wasn't sure how we were going to do that. We just didn't know anything about Oklahoma. We didn't know anything about them financially. We kind of anticipated that we were going to struggle a little bit because we didn't have a whole lot to our name. We only had about $100,000 in the bank, cash, in order to make the move. And so being a barber by trade, I knew I was buying a barber shop, to a business to be able to take care of my wife and I and my high school son at the time. But we just didn't know anything about Oklahoma. We knew the housing was a little cheaper, but we didn't quite know where to buy, what to buy when we moved here. So we rented for 1 year when we moved here and started kind of scoping things out. One of the main things I wanted to do, though, was to pay cash for a house. I did not want to have a big mortgage hanging over my head in case the business struggled or whatever. The cash flow was short. I did not want the pressure. So we went ahead and bought our house. And mind you, it's not on the elite side of town, but it's a nice house. We bought for $60,000, and we knew it was going to be a total renovation. $60,000 we bought this place and started renovating. And that was our first big purchase, the $60,000 purchase. Now my rent was about $1,500 a month. So we were bleeding through pretty fast. The barber shop wasn't doing all that good. I was doing maybe 3, 4, 5 haircuts a day. So we were really in the build mode. This is my new barber shop now. 7 years, we've grown to that. Pretty cool, 6-chair barber shop. We own our own building, apartment on top. But one of the things I wanted to share with you guys is that you can do it. Now, we didn't understand the market. never was really big into investing. First two houses I ever bought with invested houses was back in 2009, 2010. The market crashed and we lost them both. So that was a struggle for us. So we set us back financially, set us back in our credits, but we was able to bounce back. And this is what I kind of want to share with you guys in this video. And if you like this kind of content, please let me know in the comments, man. Push the like button, subscribe, and I'm gonna make more of them. I'm new at this, so we'll see how it goes. But what I wanted to share with you, in Oklahoma, there's what is called a tax auction. So every 4 years, if you have not paid house taxes or property taxes, then your house will go into a tax lien. And at the end of that 4 years, then they actually take possession of that deed. You have an opportunity to come in and pay those back taxes. And if you don't come in and pay those back taxes, then that specific property goes up onto an auction, goes to an auction where we can bid on it. I had just heard about this in 2018. We moved here in 2017. Heard about this in 2018. And man, I was like, how do you do that? So I had a young man that told me about it in the barbershop. So this is how you do it. He had done it once, but wasn't doing it anymore. So long story short, I bought two houses, went through this whole tax, and every state has this. But I went to this tax auction and put my first bid in, and it was $1,500. And I just mowed that grass. You guys just saw that is now one of our Airbnbs. It's the stucco brown house sitting on, I actually bought another lot right next to it so I can have a nice large lot for $1,600. So I bought the house for $1,500. Now mind you, I didn't know it was burned. That whole roof was burned down. The insides was scorched. I didn't know that. Nobody else wanted to bid on it because they all knew it. So I got it for $1,500. But I'm proud to say it had a great foundation. The brick all around it was still good. Almost all the studs, the outside framing was still good. We just had to rebuild the roof, which is what I liked anyway, because I was able to loft it. I was able to do what I wanted with it. We turned that little house into a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. And we're all in at roughly $50,000. Wow. What a purchase. Now that same house today here in Oklahoma is just shy of a couple $100,000. But wow, that was our first big purchase, and we paid cash for it. We renovated it with cash. And just as I was cutting hair, I was paying as I was going. So if you're in an area and you're just looking at the obstacles and say, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I can't afford to do this. Well, yes, you can. You just got to figure out a way. But you also got to want to. I like it. I like the renovation process. I like the maintenance. I like the people. I like the mowing the grass. I like all that stuff. So you can do it. And if you like it, find something that you really like to do. Figure out a way to make some money at it. I heard one guy say to one time on a podcast a long time ago, he said, it's not how much money you make, but it's how you make your money. And that's been my goal for now years, 15 years, is learning how to make money. I work with my hands, cutting hair, I make some money. And then I learned how to turn that money into little grandsons that are making money too. So every dollar's got to earn its keep. That's something I learned a long time ago. It's been a struggle. Like I said, I lost two houses, all in the learning process. It's been a struggle on how to do it. The stock market, I've tried that. My very first stock I bought, it took off. I didn't sell quick enough. Boom, it busted. So learning all of this stuff has been a real process, but the main thing is do it. Get involved in it. Listen to podcasts such as Bigger Pockets, great podcast. First Book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, another great book that you can get that'll help you. These are mentors that you can go and buy a book and they can teach you how to do it. So if this helps, hopefully it helps. I'll get you some more content. If you like it, share it, subscribe, and we'll do our best to make you some more content. Hope it helps.